Jimmy hadn't enjoyed himself so much in a long time. Then during lunch, Ralph showed him some pornographic pictures. Jimmy knew he shouldn't be interested, but, well, he was curious. What Jimmy didn't know was that Ralph was sick, a sickness that was not visible like smallpox, but no less dangerous and contagious, a sickness of the mind. You see, Ralph was a homosexual.
The smell of a gay club is very distinct. The smell is a particular blend of lubricants, cum, ass juices, with just a hint of poppers and booze. The sane part of my brain, the part that likes things clean and healthy, says, oh, no, don't go there. That smell is wrong. There's something off about it. Something has gone off, and that's not healthy. You'll probably get an infection or some kind of disease, but then the animal part of my brain says, fuck yeah, that makes me so horny. And yeah, the animal always wins. I don't encounter many hetero darkrooms or straight sex clubs. I think I've seen 2, maybe 3 in my life. If you're a straight person, would you go to a straight sex club? If you had the option to connect in this kind of environment, would you? I've seen plenty of brothels and strip clubs, but that's not the same. You're paying for the sex there. Sex in those spaces is treated like a service or a product, a transaction. Then again, are the connections made in gay sex clubs any better?
I love sex. I wouldn't say I'm an addict. I don't need it in my life to be happy, but it really does make me happy. So I really want it. I would say my sexual health is fairly average for a gay man. I mean, that's purely anecdotal, and my friends are also big sluts, so take that with a grain of salt. But I don't think I'm an addict when it comes to sex. To be honest, when I go out to a club, the most enjoyable experience usually comes from more solid connections with guys. Sure, it's hot to fuck a random guy whose face I can't see, and that is very hot. There are people who are parachuting, bungee jumping, rock climbing, scuba diving, or racing in fast cars, but I'm the type of person that occasionally likes to add my load to a slutty hole. I have unsafe sex. I have unsafe sex. That's my manageable danger. Does my kink make my sexuality unhealthy? If you took me to a doctor, they would say, yeah, absolutely. Sure, my choices could be safer and more healthy, but this is the life I choose. It's my choice, and I won't regret it at all. I've tried using condoms many times, and I still do when I'm asked, but I prefer to pursue bareback sex. It gives me the most pleasure, and for me, sex should be a very pleasurable act.
There's a danger to sex. Of course, there's the real physical danger of sexually transmitted diseases like AIDS, syphilis, gonorrhea, chlamydia, cold sores, hepatitis C. I'm scared to get tested. If I have symptoms, I'll tell myself it's only a urethral infection and it will go away on its own. I'll make up reasons why I can't meet people for a while. If I test it and it comes back positive, that means that I have to admit that I have something. I have to admit I'm sick. Then others will see this as a justification that I'm a slut or I have some kind of moral failing. He doesn't care about being healthy. He lives an unhealthy lifestyle. It's his fault he's suffering. Maybe he deserves it. Another stereotypical gay man, and clean.
It's not a political issue, it's a moral one. I love the homosexuals. I love them enough to tell them the truth, because God is very plain concerning these kinds of sins. We talk about the danger of the homosexual becoming a role model to our children. And I'm not talking necessarily of child molestation in the physical. I'm talking about the psychological, which is even more detrimental and would have far-reaching effects on our children and on our nation.